Get ready for some NBA action with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. With the playoffs around the corner, let's see how the West is shaping up. You look at Mexico City, holding down the 6th spot right now, in the middle of this conference. And of course, Mesa, nipping at their heels in 2nd place and wanting to get that 1st seed.
When I look at Mesa, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
So you look at our starters for Mesa. They've got Devin Booker. Marc Gasol is out there with Gordon Hayward. And it's Kidd in at the point guard position. And for Mexico City, we've got Smith. And it's Pippen in at the 3. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see. Launches a 3. Mesa pulls it in. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Now here's Johnson. No points so far. Here's Pippen. From down in the low post, it goes. For Mesa, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Kemp. There's a screen. Tipped away. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here we go. Here's Johnson. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
And taking a look at some numbers here for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
What's up? We're finally going against West Coast teams. I know you've seen the standings in the beginning. We got 2 7th seeds tied up. The Mesa Settlers are one of them. We're a little bit up there, but we're not too far above the Mesa Settlers. At the same time, we're not that far behind the people ahead of us. So the West Coast is really just, you know, competitive. And I'm starting off swinging this game. You know, I'm sick of the losses. We really got to get our shit together as far as a team. And shit like that is how you get it started. It's really how you get it started, you know. But it's been hectic, man. As y'all can see, I've been having a lot of videos dropped every day. Mostly wrestling right now because we're in the wrestling season of No Look Gaming. Excuse me, not like real life. I mean, real life, it's always wrestling season. I just realized, you know, off topic real quick. I just realized wrestling doesn't have an off season. Like the NBA has an off season, the NFL has one. You know, you got like 2 to 3 months to just kind of recuperate all this good stuff. I don't see why wrestling doesn't have an off season. What's up with that? Like, why did they just go year round, week after week? Like, they could benefit from 2 months off, to be honest with you. Not just doing nothing, but like have a bunch of headlines and promos and roster changes, like people going to SmackDown and Raw after WrestleMania instead of just the cuts. You know what I mean? I know I'm going a little too far into wrestling in the basketball video, but I don't know, it just makes sense to have an off season in wrestling the same way you would in basketball. Like, what is the point of just going on and on? And this is why people are kind of like sick of the product a little bit. Like, take a break, regroup, and get your shit together. And that's what we need to do in this game.
And since the break, here are the NBA's best free throw shooting teams.
Ever since the break, they've been shooting with great confidence from the line, and their numbers reflect that.
For Mesa, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Porter against Johnson. Here's Gasol. Mexico City with a rebound. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Another 3 from Mexico City.
The teeth of the defense and getting to the line, super aggressive.
And these days, you can't just launch yourself into a defender and draw the whistle. They're making basketball moves.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
I think for Mesa, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins. And now they know exactly what they need to work on to become contenders next year.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Johnson passes to Pippen. Now Johnson. Back to Jones. Here's Pippen. It's hauled in by Hayward.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
So the main thing is put our head down and go on a run. Just put our heads down and go on a run and let the chips fall where they may after that, right? All you have to do is kind of just more so lock in on defense than offense. The offense will come if you contain their offense with solid and consistent defense. Possession after possession, right? I'm telling you, it's all gonna and that's exactly the mentality I took going into the third quarter, coming from halftime, just because we're down and we just don't need to be. You know what I mean? I know we don't have Paul Gasol. It would have been a really cool matchup at the end of the year, going against the Settlers for the last time. Marc Gasol versus Paul Gasol, brother versus brother, for a higher standing for playoff seeding. Perfect storyline. I guess I'm more into storylines now that I'm doing fucking wrestling. But anyway, it's all about putting our head down and keeping that defense. You see that? You see the steals. You see how we're keeping our offense just based off of our defense.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket and yet
we're still in the game, right? We're still in the game, and that's really all that matters, because that just gives me a chance to do what I can do, right? Now, do I have to be the 40-point scorer every game? No. We have components on our team to where I can somewhat lean on the rest of my teammates. Offensively, kind of, sort of. Defensively, yes. Especially with Josh Smith at the 4, even though Sean Kemp is, Sean Kemp. But that's actually a good matchup, to be honest, especially athletically. It's a really good matchup. But yeah, turnovers are actually about to be the most important part. Besides defense, we can cause the turnovers, but if we have any turnovers within the next, I want to say 7 to, not even that many, 4 to 5 possessions, if we have turnovers, any of them, that might be the game. That might be our ass, bro. I'm really trying to pass accurate. I need accurate passes, you know what I'm saying? As long as Rick Smits can play like a big man and play like he's 7'4", I think we can get this win. but it's easier to pull through when you know you're not gonna cause a turnover. As long as you're not causing a turnover, like we have less than 30 seconds. This shit is real. I did the fake. The fake did not work. I don't want to turn the ball over because I stopped dribbling. He has a chance right here, so why not? You know. And then they call the timeout.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys.
You got 14 seconds. It's all about that defense, baby. It is all about that defense. We got Scotty on D-Book. Yes. Look at this defense. He's not going nowhere, y'all. He's not doing nothing, y'all. Get him out of here.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he hits both free throws here. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time to present our player of the game.
Okay, so I can see why Devin Booker took the last shot. He got 27, Marcus Gasol 24 and 11, Jason Kidd almost a triple-double. It's 3 away in each category right there. You know, I'm leading scorer, almost a double-double there. Only 2 turnovers. That's really all I'm looking for. Everyone else can just do their thing. You feel me?